Cooks of Reddit, what's the most worth it thing you make from scratch instead of buying from the grocery store? I always make my frosting from scratch. I literally make a box cake and homemade frosting, and people go crazy thinking I made the whole thing from scratch, and it's so delicious. Maybe this is dumb, but shredded cheese. I used to get shredded cheese in a bag. For the tiny amount of effort it takes to shred cheese, the benefits are huge. Simple syrup for drink recipes. It's literally equal parts sugar and water boiled till the sugar dissolves. The grocery store sells a bottle for almost $4, but I can make 10 bottles worth with a $4 bag of sugar. Homemade chocolate chip cookies always beat store-bought. And pound cake. Any kind of soup. Soups are infinitely better when cooked from scratch instead of that canned bullshit. Gravy for homemade chicken fried steak. You can't buy all the goodness that ends up in that grease. Marinara sauce. You don't even need to use fresh tomatoes. Canned tomatoes San Marzano preferably. Tomato paste, garlic, onion, basil, olive oil, SP, bay leaf. Let it simmer. Even that very basic recipe is 100 times better than from a jar. From there you can add things like pepper flakes, oregano, carrots, bell peppers, mushrooms, etc. if you want. Whipped cream. Fancy. Grew up with canned, and someone taught me how to make it after I got a KitchenAid. Freaking life-changing. Will not ever use store-bought again. 3 ingredients, and super easy tastes, fresher and lighter. Hummus. Easy to make, and you can spend a lifetime experimenting with different additions. Popcorn. Bread. Beautiful, crusty, chewy bread. Cornbread. I make it in my cast iron skillet, using the recipe in the Jubilee cookbook. Simple, and while cornbread is almost always good, when it's fresh and warm out the oven it is on a whole other level. Homemade teriyaki sauce is easy and far superior to anything store-bought. You will impress your friends. But something more useful regularly would be salad dressing. Get some fancy mustards, some nutritional yeast, a few standard seasonings, some garlic, some lemon, oil, and a variety of vinegars, and you can make just about any dressing you could want. And dressing is super expensive store-bought. Alfredo sauce. Biscuits. It's essentially 3 ingredients and can be as little as 2. Chex Mix. That recipe on the back of the box is so much better than the stuff in the bag. Sauces and salad dressings. I don't what they are doing with those pre-made jar sauces for things like curry, stir-fries, etc. But they are so bland, and always so vinegary and bitter, it might save time. But man, is a homemade sauce really what makes a meal. Same with salad dressings. They are typically quite simple to make, can make in large batches, and keep in your fridge no problem, just needs to be shaken. Tastes 100 times better and is usually healthier. Brown sugar. I don't ever use it fast enough, so it always dries out. I started making my own combine 1 cup white sugar and 1/2 TBSP molasses whenever I needed some, and it is so much better, much more moist and fresh. I get better baking results now because of it. Eat it to add that yes, there are many ways to keep brown sugar moist. Instead of fussing with them, I just make how much I need and never have to worry about it. Mayo. Can even make ones with additional tweaks so there'd be variety. A roux, it's just equal parts butter and flour. And then the lead on from this, it's great for thickening soup and sauces. And from this, a white sauce bechamel sauce. This is a basic sauce, and from this many other sauces can be made. And it's a really simple recipe, and changes and tweaks to add extra flavors are super easy. Cheesecake. It's a bit of work, but it's so much better than store-bought cheesecakes. Lemonade. Make a simple syrup and zest 6-12 lemons in it to extract the oils. Juice 6-12 lemons depending on how sour you want it and add water. I can't go back to packet lemonade. Tortillas. Unless you live in a place dominated by Mexicans, good quality tortillas, both flour and corn, are not available to you. You kind of need a tortilla press to make good corn tortillas, but you can make decent flour tortillas by hand without any special tools. Pesto sauce and butter. Chimichurri, totagai. Olive oil, red wine vinegar, parsley garlic, red onion, and a little lemon juice. I make a batch a week and nothing you buy on a shelf compares. Cocktails. A $2 cocktail at home costs $15 at the bar. Chicken stock, salsa, spaghetti, sauce ball. I don't buy any of those from the store because homemade is so much better. Alfredo sauce. Once you do it at home, you realize how bland the pre-made stuff from a store is. Turkey gravy. Made it homemade for the first time this past Thanksgiving, and it blew away any store-bought brand I ever had. Pickles. I grow them, and everything. All my friends have been looking forward to this time of year to get a jar. Made my first batch yesterday. Cost depends if I have to buy jars or not. Probably the most expensive part. But they are reusable, so just gotta get everyone to bring them back. Gnocchi. Ice cream. Peanut butter. It's so easy if you have a food processor. Just get 1 or 2 jars of peanuts, we prefer unsalted, then process until it is fully smooth. If you like chunky, save aside some peanuts before processing. When processed to smooth, dunk in remaining peanuts and pulse a bit. Store in fridge to prevent oil separation. Peanut butter made like this is very easy to spread, even when refrigerated. Also, it's healthier than most peanut butter brands as it has no added saturated or hydrogenated fats. Kimchi. Pickled red onions and onion jam. Can you tell I have a fixation on onions? Caesar dressing. Smoosh garlic cloves into some canned anchovies, mix it with a squeeze of lemon, some ground pepper, Worcester sauce, soy sauce if you don't have it, Dijon mustard, and mayo doesn't even need to be homemade. Fantastic. Lasagna.